Hello everyone, I hope all of you are fine and doing great. I am here with my today's topic, that is finite and non-finite verbs. Well, these both are opposite to each other. Finite means change and non-finite means unchanged. Finite verbs are those verbs that can be changed into different forms according to subject, number and person. They also help in change of tense. This is the identification of a finite verb, that we can change it into different forms, whatever the subject is, whatever the number is, or whatever the person is. And these verbs are used to change the tense within the piece of writing. For example, they like reading books. Now, in this sentence, like is a finite verb because I can change it into another form. Like, for example, she likes reading comic books. So, like in the first sentence was present tense, and again, likes in the second sentence is in the present tense. But this is used, these verbs, both the verbs are used according to the subject within the sentences. For they, I have used first form, base form of the verb, and for she, as it is singular, I have used s with the verb like. So this is according to the rules of the tenses. Next example, please. She is cooking the meal. They were cooking the meal. Now here is and were, they are considered as finite verbs because we can switch them according to the tense. He has bought a pen. I have bought a pen. Now again, change of subject is there. With the first example, he is there and I have used has, and in the second example, I is there and I have used have. Now it's time for non-finite verbs. These verbs have nothing to do with subject and tense. It remains the same everywhere but with a different function as compared to finite verbs. Like, we are not supposed to change the tense, we are not supposed to change the non-finite verbs, we are not supposed to change them according to subject, number and person. They will remain the same wherever they are written because their function is different, their function is not of tense. These function as nouns, these functions as adverbs, and these function as adjectives. Let's have a look on examples. He likes reading books. In the earlier example, I discussed the same, and here he likes reading books. Now, likes is a finite verb in this sentence, but if we look at this word reading, now this is not a finite verb because it is same within this example and it will be same in the another example if I write it there for you, because only one verb is there that is changed according to tense, and that is likes. Here reading is a non-finite verb. Skiing is a good exercise. Now skiing in this sentence is a non-finite verb. It is not an action word. They want to work daily. Now again in this sentence, to work is a non-finite verb. Why? Because if I write they wanted to work daily, to work will remain the same. If I say skiing was a good exercise for someone, so again skiing will be same for that example and for the previous example too. He liked reading books or he will like reading books. Reading will be same within all these examples. Further, non-finite verbs have been categorized into three types. Number one is participle that can be present or past, infinitives and gerunds or gerunds. Now there are two functions of participles. That the first one is that participle functions as an adjective, like it will function as an adjective within a sentence. It can be a form of present participle or it can be a form of past participle, but the function will be of an adjective. And the second function is this, that they form a verb tense with the help of auxiliary or helping verb. The second function is this, that it is used within the tenses, within the perfect sentences or perfect tenses, to change the tense or verb tense. Now first, participles as verb tense. Where do we use participles to form a verb tense? Example, He is working on a project. Here helping verb is used with this verb ing, that is working, and it forms a verb tense here. He is working on a project. Now is working, these both words are making a verb tense because working here is a main action word. They were talking to their friends. Now again with the help of auxiliary, were is there and talking main action is there, they are forming a verb tense. Here these are considered as action words. She will be playing chess. Now will be playing is a verb tense. With the help of an auxiliary will be, it functions as a verb within this sentence. So this is all about participles as verb tense. It's time for participle as adjectives. We have to look for that where do adjectives function as a participle. For example, this is a broken chair. Now this is a broken chair. Now if you analyze this sentence, this is a broken chair, divide it into different parts, so you will be able to analyze that broken here is a past participle that is used to modify the noun chair. It is a living thing. Now if you remove this word living from here, the sentence will be it is a thing, and it's correct. Now if you have used living, it is a living thing. Living is a present participle and it is used as an adjective to modify the noun thing. Now next we have gerunds. Verbs that act as nouns are called gerunds. All of you know that gerunds are form of verb that are formed with the help of base form of verb plus ing, but their function is of noun in a sentence. It is not functioning, or it will not function as the main action, physical activity within a sentence. Now you all know that these can be subject or object in a sentence. Means then when we talk about nouns, nouns can be either at the place of the subject or either at the place of the object. So that's how the verbs that function as noun are called gerunds. Now she loves writing. Now she is your subject, loves is verb, and writing is object here, and it is at the place of the noun or at the place of the object that functions as a noun. Last example, the best exercise is swimming. Now again if you analyze this whole sentence, so swimming is at the place of object and it functions as a noun and gerund. Next I have infinitives. It is a base form of verb followed by preposition, and that preposition is to. Like you can form this infinitive with the help of a preposition to plus verb one, but the function will be of either noun, either adjective, or with an adverb within a sentence. For example, Jane wants to visit America. Now here Jane is your subject, wants is your verb, to visit is considered as an infinitive, and America is your destination or the place wherever you want to visit. She wants to become a super chef. Now wants is your action verb, and to become, it's an infinitive that you are describing this sentence in detail, and you have used this infinitive that is to become, and it answers the question what does she want to become. So she wants to become a super chef. I'll explain it in the later videos separately, each and every category of non-finite verbs. So until then you have to look for this explanation. The last example is they want to watch a movie. So again infinitive is used here, to watch is there, and I hope that you have understood the idea of finite and non-finite verbs. The basic thing that you have to keep in your mind is this, that finite verbs are used to change the tense within the writings, and non-finite verbs do not have such function. First of all, you make your minds clear about this difference, and then later on you will be able to understand the next differences. I hope you will practice all these exercises, all these examples by your own, and you will be able to understand the concept. I'll be there with my next video soon. Until then, take care. Bye bye.